Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. As you can tell by the title of this video and the thumbnail, we've got a new project. No, it's not mine, but I have been hired to do this project from a friend of mine. So let me spin you around here. I'm going to show you the truck and what we got. Alright, there it is. 1962 Chevy pickup truck. Very, very nice truck. I really like it. Nothing fancy, but to me it's fancy. And what we're going to do here is they are wanting to put this thing on airbags. They don't want to lay frame or nothing like that, but they do want to be able to lower it and raise it. So that's what we're going to do. The kit that they went with is it's a kit from a company called Vixen. To be honest with you, I've never heard of them, but I've really never looked into airbag systems either. But anyhow, it comes with everything. It's got the 5-gallon tank on it, dual air compressors. It's got the gauges for both air tanks. It's actually really good quality stuff. It's got all your air solenoids and everything here for all the bags, 4 bags, all your air lines, fittings, hose cutter, inline fuse for your compressors. Actually, like I said, it's a well-looking kit. So, but we all know that having a kit just means that's half of the work. Not even half. Well, yeah, half. The main part of it is all the fab work that goes into putting these things on. I don't claim to know what I'm doing because this is the first time I've done this, but I want to get into fabricating, so this is it. Like I said, it's a very, very nice truck. The inside of it's done. I'm sure they won't mind me showing you. They got the inside all done up. Very nice seat. So, very, very sharp truck. I really like it. I even like their... Check this out. This is their sun visor. It's a license plate. I like it. Like I said, this is a friend of mine's truck. She really likes it. She gets in, they do some car shows and stuff like that. They have a car club. It's called Mixed Breed Car Club. Really nice people. But anyhow, guys, what we're going to end up doing on this is like it's the airbag system. The bed of it, we're going to have to raise the bed. They do not want because we're going to have to C-notch this, and they don't want to have the hump in the bed. So we're going to have the bed brought all the way up to maybe 4 or 6 inches below the top of the bed rails there, bed sides. So they'd rather have it like that. Their truck, their wishes. So I'm gonna try to do what I can to make that happen. Anyhow, this is going to be a project. It's going to take me a little while, so it'll be probably several videos on this thing. So I hope you all follow me along on this, but we're going to jump right in there and start in on this thing. Get this thing on some jack stands, get the wheels off of it, and we're going to have to get this bed out of here. So without further ado, let me get set up here and we're going to get started. Got the wood out of there, and I want to show you something. I'm all for somebody building a truck and, customizing it. And I'm just going to say this right now. The people that I'm doing this truck for bought this truck like this. Anyhow, there is literally, let me show you. I'm going to show you what's holding this bed onto this truck. There. You see that little tack weld right there? Someone used a big nut there as a spacer, as you can see. That is the only thing on both sides holding this bed on. And that is at the back of the bed, mind you. Like I said, I'm all for somebody customizing something. I mean, that's what we do. Make it your own. But remember, people are following behind you. They don't want a bed flying off at them. Do stuff the right way. I mean, take your time, and I mean, I know some people cut corners. I ain't gonna say I do everything perfect, but man, I make it safer than that. Let's get this bed off here. All right, guys, as you can tell, we got the bed off of this thing. What we're gonna work on next is, in order to get this thing to ride a lot lower, of course, they don't want to drag frame or they don't want the body completely on the ground, but in order to get this thing sitting, nice and lower, we're actually going to have to build some C-notches. And we don't just want to C-notch the frame. What we're actually do is we're going to build some, like I did in a previous video for a friend of mine. We built some C-notches for his truck. That involves taking some square tubing and basically building a hump up here and then coming down and cutting a section of the frame out. That way this rear end can come up inside of that notch. I think what we're going to use is some 2x3 or 2x4 square tubing. It's going to be a pretty thick wall. That way we'll have no problems. This is the 62 model truck frame, Chevy, and it does have that X brace in there, but we're not gonna cut the X brace out because we need it, but we're gonna incorporate all into the C notches that we're building. And again, I'll show you how we're gonna do all that. But first of all, we're gonna use a tool what's called a plumb bob. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to take this point right here and you want it to be dead center of your rear end tube. That way you can take this and mark that, and that gives you a center reference on your frame as for where the middle of your rear end is. You'll do that on both sides. That way you get the right measurement of where you need to cut and where that C notch needs to set. Alright, now that we got that gas tank out of there, what we're going to do is we're going to unhook this fuel pump right here on the frame rail you can see over there. We're going to pull that fuel line back out and up there, and then we're going to cut out all this bracing here that they welded in for this fuel tank. So let's get that done. Alright guys, we got that back brace that was on here. It was taken out, so I'm going to go ahead, and someone has welded the brace in right here, as you can tell across here. I'm going to leave that just to help keep the back section of the frame separated good. Let me show you what we got to do here. In order to put these C notches, or what they're some people call them C notches, some people call them step notches, but either way, in order to put these in here, the passenger side, looks pretty straightforward, but this driver's side here, you can see where this link bar here connects, and it's welded to the side of the frame for that mount, so we may have to cut that loose, and that may have to be welded to the step notch that we're going to put in. But I need to go ahead and cut this little weld here and here, and we can unbolt it.